At 1:47 a.m., the McDonald's freezer door knocked back. Not from the inside, but from within the walls themselves. I stood frozen, one hand gripping the mop while the other shook so badly my keys slipped from my fingers and clattered onto the tile. The knock came again, slow and deliberate, like something testing whether I would answer. In that moment, I understood this wasn't just another closing shift. Whatever lived in this McDonald's knew I was alone, and it had been waiting for me to notice. I had taken the overnight closing shift at a McDonald's in western Pennsylvania, where a dying town collapsed into a highway exit locals warned people to avoid. The parking lot was cracked and uneven, the sign flickering endlessly like it was tired of pretending the place was still alive. The job listing promised easy money. The manager said it was quiet work. The building said nothing at all, and that silence should have been the warning I listened to. I'd been there 2 weeks. Long enough to recognize the building sounds, the hiss of the fryers, the groan of the ice machine, the way the walls seemed to settle after midnight like a tired body exhaling. Long enough to notice no one ever volunteered to close more than once. Denise, my coworker, clocked out at midnight. Before leaving, she hesitated at the door and looked back at me with an expression that didn't match her voice. She told me that if anything started acting strange, I shouldn't stay curious. I laughed it off, unaware that curiosity was exactly what this place fed on. After midnight, the McDonald's stopped feeling like a restaurant. It felt staged, artificial, like the people who belonged there never showed up and something else was waiting to take their place. The dining lights dimmed automatically. The play place went completely dark, and the windows reflected my own shape back at me, warped and stretched. The air smelled of grease and sanitizer layered over something old. Plastic, dust, and time. At 1 a.m., I locked the dining doors and switched to drive-through only. No cars came, not a single one. Even the highway outside went silent. My phone had no signal. The Wi-Fi connected but loaded nothing. Time moved forward, but the building felt stalled, trapped between moments. Then the freezer knocked. 3 slow taps, evenly spaced, coming from behind the metal wall. I listened, barely breathing, before calling out into the empty kitchen. When nothing answered, I opened the freezer. Cold air burned my lungs as neatly stacked boxes stared back at me. Nothing disturbed, nothing out of place. I shut the door, and immediately the order screen chimed. The screen glowed brightly, displaying an order in progress despite the empty drive-through lane. Big Mac, large fries, Sprite. Then a final line appeared. No pickles. You remember why? My stomach twisted. I've never eaten pickles. I canceled the order, told myself it was a glitch, but the screen flickered and reloaded. This time the name field filled itself in. You. The receipt printer began printing on its own. What came out wasn't an order but a list. Names, some crossed out, some circled, some faded as if printed long ago. At the bottom, darker than the rest, was you. The printer jammed as the play place lights flickered on for half a second. I heard plastic shifting. That play place had always felt wrong. The plastic was old and scratched. Parents avoided it, and kids who went inside always came out quieter than they entered. No one ever cleaned it. I don't think anyone could. I turned away, trying to ground myself in routine, when I heard footsteps, small, quick, running through the play place. I called out that the store was closed. The footsteps stopped, followed by laughter that didn't belong to a child or an adult, stretched thin and echoing through the tunnels. The play place door stood open. I hadn't opened it. Policy said you never leave a child unattended. So against every instinct I crawled inside. The plastic was cold, the air stale, my flashlight revealing walls carved with names. Hundreds of them, scratched deep, all crossed out. Some had dates, some had notes. Stayed too long, answered, came back. At the end of the tunnel was a blank space, fresh plastic waiting to be written on. The laughter stopped behind me. My flashlight flickered, and something pressed against the wall from the other side. I burst out of the play place and hit the dining floor hard. The doors were locked. All of them. The drive-through window slid shut on its own. The kitchen lights dimmed as every screen lit up with the same message. closing protocol initiated. The clock spun backward. The freezer knocked again, faster this time. The headset crackled to life. A calm, friendly voice thanking me for choosing McDonald's and reminding me my shift wasn't over. When I demanded answers, it told me every McDonald's collects something. Time, attention, people who don't leave when they should. The place lights came on fully, shapes moving inside the tunnels, too tall, too bent, moving wrong. The receipt printer spat out one final slip. Final order. Stay. I don't remember deciding to run. I only remember glass shattering, cold air rushing in, and the night swallowing me as I sprinted across the parking lot without looking back. The sign flickered once, then went dark. I never returned. The store closed 2 weeks later for renovations. It's still there, boarded up and silent. But sometimes, late at night, when I pass by, I see a faint glow from the place through the cracks. And my phone vibrates. No notification, just a knock from inside.